you can see the separation between the two teams, right? Just how good Philadelphia is and where the New York Giants need to do a lot more work. But I didn't like the fact that they basically came into that game unprepared. And that's kind of what bothered me the most. I didn't expect them to win the game. I just don't know how you go on the road, divisional opponent, a house of horrors, a team that's owned you for 15 years, and you put up that kind of effort.
It's called being satisfied. You know, Rich, they have overcome a season where nobody thought they would do. When no one thought that they would do what they did. Myself, for what I had them winning at the beginning of the season, to me, they underachieved. And I think they could have really won 12 games this year. I mean, they could. It's 3 games in there that I know for sure that they would have won the regular season game.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. The Lions game, you got the Lions, then you got the Minnesota game where the guy kicked a 61-yard field goal. They dropped one.
Washington tie,
right. So that's 12 wins right there, you know? But unfortunately for myself and my organization, we didn't get those 12 wins. But we made it to the playoffs. We beat a team in Minnesota that we should have beat, you know, a few weeks prior. So, I mean, I see the Giants making it to the playoffs and going to the second round. I've been leaps and bounds ahead of where they've been in the past. Since 2016. So I kind of sense some, you know, so I kind of have some sense of satisfaction there from the people that there at the facility, coaches and players. I thought they went into the Philadelphia game a little bit satisfied as overachievers, which that's not how I think. But they went in as, you know, that game, and I think with a whole offseason, you know, to build up and do some things for free agency, maybe get rid of some people, create some space in the cap, and do some things. You know, I think maybe, you know, going forward, the Giants could be a force to be reckoned with in NFC East.
So a little housekeeping. They did, apparently, as reported, offer Saquon 3 years at $12 million a year. He's obviously looking for about $16 million. I don't believe they're gonna. You said this several months ago. You would know the Giants don't pay running backs. If you franchise tag them, it's $10 million. But do you want to tie up $10 million in cap space on a running back? So I don't know what they do with Saquon. I'm starting to believe more and more, even though he's the primary spark within that offense and he's a playmaker, I almost get the sense that they're going to let him walk.
I know they would, which sucks for me because I'm a big fan. I think Saquon Barkley still has a lot in the tank. Super explosive. He showed that throughout this year. Battled some injuries all year long, but he didn't sit on the bench. He didn't, you know, he wasn't on IR. He was there and he was available and he was ready.
You give him the peace out scene, you think he walks?
I think he walks because I want him to get his worth, man. I mean, you got guys in the league making more than him that's not better than him.
Yeah,
I just call it what it is.
But is he so when you look at, say, Christian McCaffrey and what he does catching the ball out of backfield, you know, Saquon's good receiver, we've seen it. Is he on the same level as McCaffrey, or you think he's better? I mean, and remember, after that Texans game that he had those carries and it was $152, his production dropped off. He was hurt, he was banged up. So how much do you invest in the running back position?
Well, you can't ask me that, Rich, because it'll be the most expensive. Because running backs will be the highest paid guys on the field. If you ask me, because of all the stuff that we do, you know, like not, you know, I think we are in every asset of the game. We are. We run up and down the field on special teams. We run the ball. We catch the ball. We block, we do everything. I just think that we're definitely worth more than what we've been getting. But I do think Saquon Barkley needs among the top, you know, the top 3 in the league getting paid, which is Zeke, Christian McCaffrey, and who else? Is it Alvin Kamara, the third
Kamara
one?
Has that big deal. Cook signed that deal. Yep.
Right. So I'm not sure that the Giants would be willing to, you know, fit that type of bill on Saquon or any other running back for that matter. But you know, I'm just interested to see what what happens. Yes, he is on the same level, if not better than McCaffrey. You know, they do a lot with McCaffrey. It's not Saquon's fault that the Giants choose not to use him like San Francisco and the Carolina Panthers use McCaffrey. I mean,
Yeah.
is he capable of doing that? Absolutely, he is. Yeah, he's capable of doing it. But the offense just doesn't use him like that.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. And I think what happens when you draft a running back and then a quarterback, top 10, within a year or two, or, back to back, or 2 out of 3 years, you're not going to be able to pay everyone. Daniel Jones, 5 years they're looking at. Now I'm seeing numbers where 35 million a year. Listen, I don't think he's a $35 million a year quarterback. It's not my money. I don't care. Whatever they pay him, they pay him. But I'm just
I hope
saying,
he get his bread, but I don't see him being a $35 million
no, I think,
quarterback.
but
What
this.
Aaron Rodgers is making this year? Well, he's making like what? He's like 46 or 7 or
He's
something
coming
like
back
that.
for, I think the number's like 60 something on million. That's the only reason that he hasn't decided that he's going to walk away and retire. Here's the problem with like Aaron Rodgers. Now there's the rumors, the Raiders and the Jets and maybe San Francisco